have you ever really stopped and thought about how we interact with computers day in, day out? I mean, for what, over 40 years now?
Yeah.
Despite all the huge leaps in tech,
Yeah.
our main ways of actually touching the tech, the keyboard, the mouse, trackpads, they barely changed. It's kind of wild when you think about it.
It really is almost a paradox, right? In an industry obsessed with the next big thing, we're still clicking and typing like we did decades ago.
Exactly. It feels like this weird bottleneck.
And it is a bottleneck, a physical one. And it's not just a quaint historical thing. It actually creates barriers.
Barriers, housing.
Well, think about creativity, maybe. Or just simple ergonomics, all the strain and hygiene, too, especially with shared stuff.
That's a really good point. So why haven't we moved past it sooner? What's the catalyst now?
Well, fundamentally, the tech just wasn't quite there to bridge that gap between the digital and our physical actions seamlessly. But now we're right on the edge of, honestly, the biggest shift since we got graphical interfaces. And the engine behind it, something called physical AI.
Physical AI. Okay,
Perhaps.
that sounds significant. Break that down for us. How does that actually, break down those old barriers?
Right. So what's really compelling here is that physical AI isn't just cloud stuff. It's AI that can actually see, understand, and react to the physical world around us. Yeah, using things like cameras and sensors. It uses our most natural inputs, gestures, maybe where we're looking, or voice. And it basically turns any surface, a wall, a table, even like a shop window, into an intelligent, interactive interface.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying this is kind of the heart of ambient computing, right?
Yeah.
Where digital stuff just blends into the background.
Exactly. Technology woven into the environment, not just sitting on your desk.
So you could have, say, a surgeon manipulating a 3D model of a heart mid-surgery, just with a hand wave.
Yeah.
No touching a screen.
Precisely. Or picture an engineer on a factory floor, maybe wearing gloves, pulling up schematics right onto their workbench with a gesture.
Wow. Or even like a hotel lobby where the wall just becomes a concierge when you walk up.
That's the vision. It completely reimagines where and how computing happens. Forget dedicated screens everywhere.
If any surface works, yeah. What does happen to screens and keyboards?
Well, they might not disappear overnight, but their role could change dramatically. And this isn't just, sci-fi dreaming. No, it's a real market emerging. Think about public interactive displays, kiosks, digital signs, that sort of thing. That market's already worth over, $34 billion?
Sure, $38, okay.
And this new category, driven by physical AI, is projected to sell millions of units pretty soon. It's a serious opportunity.
Okay, that's definitely a powerful vision and clearly a huge market brewing. So for people listening, maybe those already in tech integration or hardware, how do they actually pivot? How do you get involved in this?
Yeah, that's the key question. And this is where it gets really interesting for companies that already know hardware, that already do service integration.
How so?
Because really, for the first time, this kind of revolutionary leap actually uses those skills you already have. It's not about throwing everything out.
Okay.
We're talking about delivering a whole new computing experience built on, let's call it, a core physical AI OS.
Like an operating system, but for physical interaction.
Exactly. It manages all these new inputs. And crucially, it should be hardware agnostic. You use the best off-the-shelf cameras, projectors, whatever fits the job. You're not locked in.
Right, so it's adaptable. It's not just about the initial setup then.
No, not at all. That's just the start. You need things like customizable application frameworks, toolkits, basically so businesses can build specific solutions quickly for healthcare, for retail, whatever.
Makes sense. Tailored apps.
And then, really importantly, you need sophisticated fleet management tools. Imagine deploying and managing hundreds of these setups for different clients, all from one place.
So that turns it into more of a service.
Precisely. You move from just selling hardware, which often has low margins, into high-value, recurring, managed service contracts. That's a huge advantage.
Okay, connecting the dots here. This really means the whole era of being kind of physically tied to a specific screen or device, that's starting to end.
It really is. The age of ambient computing is beginning. Interaction becomes intuitive, natural, just there.
It makes you think.
Yeah, one day, looking back, the keyboard and mouse might seem as quaint as a floppy disk does now.
A floppy disk. That's a striking thought. So for you listening, as you think about this shift, maybe consider how your current skills, your hardware know-how, your integration experience, how that could position you not just to adapt, but to actually lead this next wave. to shape what computing looks like next.